Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're working on the Tesla Model X. This is a 2016 Tesla Model X, and I'm going to change out the cabin air filter. Now the Model X has two air filters. Well, some do. Mine does not. Some have the HEPA air filter. It's a big filter underneath the front trunk here. And then there's a second one under the dash. That's the one I'm going to change out because that's the one that I actually have. I'm assuming mine's going to be a little dirtier just because I only have the single air filter. So you obviously want to pick up a new air filter. This is a Pure Flow. I found this on Amazon. Take a look at the link in the description. I'll leave a link to that. So there's some panels you have to take off. Behind the glove box is the box in which that goes. So this on mine here, this is leather. This has got to get popped off. This just pops off. I'm gonna get a pry tool. There's one underneath that pops off. The side panel here pops off, and then there's some screws that hold the glove box in. We're gonna take those down, and that will get us to the point where we need to remove the filter. So I'm going to go through the process, just kind of show you what it's like and give some tips along the way. Okay, you're going to want to have some like panel pry tools. These are some cheap ones you can get. These are super cheap. So what we want to do is we want to just start on this side here. See if you can see I'm just pulling this back here. Okay, I'm starting on this panel right here closest to the door. You have to okay, that side I just pulled out. Okay, so that I just pulled up from the bottom right there. This off here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just pulling like that. So underneath it works pretty good if you just get my hands underneath the bottom. Okay, so you slowly just want to work around this panel, popping those clips out. When they pop, it sounds like you're breaking it. So it's kind of a... Okay, now that I have this side kind of popped out a little bit here. I'm grabbing it on the back here. Let me show you. So the back side of this panel here I'm going to use to basically pull out towards me. So I'm going to pull from here and then that back side. Like that. So you give it a little force like that and that just pops it all out. So if you can see these panel clips here are kind of face down. I'm going to set that aside. Okay, that's the hardest part of this whole process, so it wasn't too bad. It only took a few minutes. Underneath there's a panel. This one right here, it's right below where the glove box comes. That one just pops out. Okay, so there's just those 6 clips on that just pulls down. And then next, the only other panel we have to pry off is going to be this side one here. And this one's got, I think, 4 or 5 clips behind it that we just pop out like that. Okay, so that pops out pretty easily. We open up our glove box. There's 6 T20, so get you a T. This is a T20 screwdriver, Torx driver. There's just 6 of those. So one there. One there. So it looks like 3 across the top. One on this far left side. Okay, what's that, 4 so far? And I know there's one right in the middle, so this one's hard to see. The screwdriver works the best just because for this one here it's going to give you easier access unless you have a long extension on your your drill. So we're just doing it by hand here, and there should be one more. Let's see, right down here. Right in there, is there one? Okay. Okay, what that'll do is that'll drop the glove box down. Okay, I'm gonna close up the box here. Okay, the box comes down. Now I can get to the air filter box. So if you can see in there, we got the air filter box. So we're gonna get our new one out. So pinch the right side here. Oh my, see that dust that came out of there? Okay, so if you see on this clip here, pinch that and then it slides off. Let me hold on to that. Oh my. Airflow is going down, so I want to make sure I got the arrows. Check that out, guys. That thing's dirty and dusty. That thing's filled with like sand. Okay, this is what the new one looks like. Old one, new one. That definitely needed it. Like I said, this one doesn't have the HEPA air filter that's kind of the primary filter for a lot of this, so we're going to install that on another video, so take a look for that. But for the time being, we have this new one that we're going to put that in. I wonder if we should vacuum out that hole. Yeah, we're going to vacuum that hole out. Okay, if you see here, you can just let this glove box kind of hang by there's a couple electrical wires right there. Let's see. A couple electrical wires, so that gives you enough clearance to get in here, but here's the filter hole. So now we're just gonna put the new one in. Okay, this new one here, we're just getting it back in. Okay, then our cover door goes back over it. Okay, that snaps on. Okay, then we just put our glove box back in. There's a couple of little plastic pins right here. Those are just your guide pins. Those will hold it up while you get it screwed in. All right, 6 screws. All right, we're gonna do this one here first. This thing's padded a little bit, so you can pound it a little bit. Okay, look about right. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. That definitely needed it. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this was helpful. It's a pretty simple job. You just got to remove those 2 panels. If you need links to the tools or the air filter, I'll leave those in the description. But stay tuned to the channel for more Tesla videos. Thanks.